What's up, my fitness family? Brent Casmer here with BKPT, and I have the 5 best beginner at home strength training exercises using a kettlebell or kettlebells. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, smash that notification bell. That way you're notified as all the newest content is coming out. Show me some love. Give me some likes. And also, don't forget, comment below what your favorite kettlebell exercise is. So, I am not a kettlebell expert by any means. I do like them, I do use them, but I am no expert, all right? I'm just saying that. I'm putting it on the front street. I have a client of mine that actually is a phenomenal kettlebell expert. He's a master in kettlebells, but he comes to me to not use kettlebells, which is kind of funny. But he's shown me a lot of stuff along the way, which is very interesting. So Dan Leonard, man, he's freaking a master of these things. And I know he looks up to several people for all kinds of different kettlebell information. So I do want to show you the 5 best. These are the ones that I found that I just, honestly, they're my go-tos when I do use them. And you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either use one in each hand, use the kettlebell, just one larger one. You can kind of go through the whole circuit with one hand, then flip it over, go into the other hand. So that way, you're kind of keeping your body off balance and your core and everything is engaged a lot more. So that way you're getting double the benefit out of it. So anyways, here we go. So I'm going to start off with a kettlebell swing. So if you are a beginner, just getting into this, the one thing that you can really take to heart is there's a lot of hip movement. So when you're going into a swing, your shoulders should not be doing any of the work, all right? So your arms are attached to the kettlebell by your hands, and you're literally, it's all hips. You're just throwing, your hips forward. I kind of joke with clients when I'm training them on kettlebells is it's almost like, you're coming up and spanking somebody. So they're like, woo, and, they pop their hips forward. So you want to go into a tiny bit of a squat, and then just thrust your hips forward almost to the point where they're locked out. But you really want to focus on engaging your glutes, all right? So a lot of times if you want to start off on the ground and work on your hip hinge, or your hip thrusts, so that way you can kind of learn how to engage your glutes prior to going into the kettlebell thrusts or kettlebell swings. So when you lean forward, grab the kettlebell, you want to use, it's called an OK grip. So you're grabbing the kettlebell, it's down in front of your face, you're literally hiking it back behind you. So throwing your hips forward, using your butt, squeezing your glutes, and you would set it down the same way, right out in front of you. It's just called parking it. So you start off by hiking it and then parking it, okay? So you would do the same thing if you're going to use 2 kettlebells right there in front of your eyes, hike it back, and just thrust and thrust. Same thing, setting it down. One arm. And you would switch. Same thing. All right. So that's your kettlebell swing. The next one we're going to do is a push press. So you're bringing these up to your shoulders, wrapping them over your wrists, and we're just going to go ahead and do a squat and press. Squat, press, squat, press. Okay, this is a push press or a thruster. Same thing, you could do this with just a single kettlebell as well. You'd hold it by the horns, like so. Just get a good squat, squat, press, squat, press. Nasty exercise. Same thing. Single arm also. So same thing, squat, press. You want to get a good lockout, all right? Especially if you're doing a single arm. So a push press. The next one's going to be a kettlebell bent over row. So same thing, you can do it one arm and just place your elbow on your knee, grabbing that kettlebell and just dragging that right beside you, straight up. Okay, just like that, right to the other arm. Gonna do your single arm kettlebell row. Woo! So we got kettlebell swing, kettlebell push press, kettlebell bent over row. Then we're gonna go into a shoulder press. So this is just strict form, just like you would with dumbbells. Honestly, it's just what you have at home. So if you're running through something, you're trying to make it fast, and you're going through all of them, same thing, you're just locking it out, core's tight, kind of like sitting your butt back, push pressing. So side angle, head straight, locking those up. Woo! All right. So, you guys having fun so far? You enjoying yourself? So we got the swing, the push press, the goblet squat, the shoulder press, and the bent over row. Holy smokes, we went through those pretty fast. So, like I said, Brent Kasmer, these are the 5 best beginner at home strength training exercises using a kettlebell. So if you guys haven't seen the previous ones, if you guys want to see the body weight, so I've done the body weight exercises, I've done the dumbbell exercises, I've used the resistance bands, showing you the 5 best exercises. And like I said, I'm trying to teach you these exercises because at the end of the day, you need to know the ones that are going to work the best for you. So you want to be doing like curls and extensions and stuff like that where it's a single isolated joint movement. You want to get the best bang for your buck. So if you're sitting there working out and you're putting in the work, you want to make sure you're doing the best ones, getting the best results with it, all right? Subscribe, mash that notification bell when you're notified as all the newest content's coming out, and I will see you in that next video.